Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Happy Sunday out there. We are on 37-28. Quite a few things to do today. We have some diamonds. We're still looking for, I believe, granite. We are still building out. We need a couple more copies, and he will actually be all the way to Ascended. Do we need two? I think 2 copies, and then, of course, Athalia, guys. We need one single copy of Athalia. Once Athalia is built, then we are moving over to Zolrath. Just need a couple more copies. I think 5 in total for Zolrath to have him built. And then from there, who knows? I might do Zephyriel. I might do a couple different heroes. So we're going to have to see exactly who we're looking to build. Right now, we can go through the Misty Valley, finish that out, get all of our elite stones, get a copy of granite out of there, which is what we're looking to do right now. And then we'll start into chapter 37-28. We'll continue. Let's see what we got going on. Horror Roxer is here. Lazarus Pico Dark is here. Hoang, Sheen Evil, of course, Chromax, Brian, Raiden, Abandon, and Lazarus. Happy Sunday to you guys. Like I said, we're going to jump right into the Voyage of Wonder because we want the loot out of here, guys. It is crazy the amount of loot we want out of here, and we want to pick up granite. I think he is still in the heroic ship, so we just had Morrow actually left. Granite, we want to get that frame, and then it is on to Mishka. So the general consensus, I've got a lot of questions about Mishka. It seems like she is working well against burst comp teams, but it seems other than that, not doing very well. And the big reason is having her built out with that 9 of 9 furniture. So if one of her wolves dies, she goes straight to ultimate ability crowd control mode, which is what a lot of players are finding a little bit valuable. But ultimately, you do have to have a significant investment in her, is the other problem with that. So victory, light bearers, and achieve without dying. So we're going to do the same. We're going to drop Eins in here, and then we're going to drop a couple light bearers. Hopefully we can keep some of these heroes from dying. I don't know, maybe Hendrik can protect some of them. But we can go for a double knockback and then possibly some crowd control. We'll see. Yeah, Mishka, and that's it. Horror Roxer is Mishka is kind of broken, is what a lot of people have been saying. I've heard, yep, Mishka Raku. I've heard Mishka in the 5-pole, depending on if you can kill the wolves or not, or if they die to trigger that ultimate ability right off the bat makes a big difference. Haven't seen or haven't heard very much about her in PvP, so I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys are running Mishka in PvP. I don't know the effectiveness. Sidlax was testing out a couple different comps. Against burst comps, it seems like, again, it did work pretty well, but outside of those burst comps, it didn't seem like it was super effective at all, which kind of sucks. We expect kind of a certain quality or certain level of hero in the release, but after being disappointed from Walker, being disappointed by a couple different heroes, I had higher hopes for Mishka, honestly. So what do we got going on today, guys? Dark Blaine is going for granite as well. Very nice. Such a cool hero, honestly. What do we need for our second part? We need Khazard and we need Respin. So if you guys haven't built Respin, Respin is actually a hero that is doing absolutely phenomenal when it comes to PvP. So he is doing, like I said, is doing phenomenal in the PvP aspect. A lot of players in PvP have been building teams around him, which has worked really well in that aspect. 1 granite copy away. Yeah, granite, the big thing with granite is you do have to have that signature item. That's really the thing. You do have to build that out a little bit. The plus 30 signature item is what granite allows granite to do the petrify kind of towards the beginning. So you do have to build them up a little bit. Furniture, it's kind of a hit or miss with that one. It doesn't seem like too many people are too focused really on granite's furniture, but the stats it brings really does help. I know the furniture brings quite a bit. Same with the engraving. The engraving helps. He's very low on the priority for the engraving because there are so many heroes, and we know it is so expensive. If many of you guys are in engraving or have made a decent amount of progression with the engraving system, it is expensive, guys. I have 3 heroes at a plus 60. I have 2 heroes at a plus 30. and that is all I can afford. We did the boss killers. We went ahead and did Saurus, and then we built Saurus, built Grez. Not only do I use most of them for the campaign, but also for the towers, making progression in there makes a big difference. And then also the bosses. I cannot wait to see how it's going to affect the Abyssal Expedition and a couple other aspects to really build out. So 5 different factions. All right, so this is easy. So we'll go, of course, Rowan, which is easy. Sophia, and then we'll just pick up a tank, and then we'll pick up a second tank. There we go. I've tested her around 21 and 3 of 9, so not fully maxed, but she's doing more damage than my Ascended 1-star. Yeah, it seems, again, it seems like the crowd control is really where she is excelling, but that's really it. She is a control tank, remember. I still feel that the damage mitigation for the tanking class, and I've said this, 100 different times, they need to add more damage mitigation to the tanking class so the tanks can actually do what they need to. And that's kind of the big thing, is when you have the tanking class, a majority of them are just literally getting run over. They can't do anything in the tanking role because when you start getting high level deficiencies, they die super easy, they die super fast. Which this one, I think, we'll see if we'll see if the Grez can pull it out with the engraving. Still need a lot more mats to get him up to that plus 60. But Saurus is trying to kill us here. But Grez gets it done on that one. Look at that, 380 million damage there. All heroes placed on the front line must be support. This one shouldn't be too bad. Easy support class here, Rowan, of course, and then Taylene. They're double support, pretty relatively easy with both of those heroes running support up front. Do you think call should be the max priority for the exchange event? Pablo, absolutely. So as I put out in the other video, the call and the eye are really the 2 artifacts that you want to max out of the event. Priority being the call. The call is used on the twins. The call is used on Rowan in the Thor and Cheese. The call, absolutely, I would max out just because of the utility that it carries. It is probably one of the highest utilized artifacts, if not the highest used artifact in AFK Arena. There's a bunch of different variations where players run the call on different heroes. It brings haste, it brings energy, the primary 2 things that you need. I mean, those are literally the 2 biggest priorities when it comes to AFK Arena. Working on Lucretia, she's 3 away from Ascended and 5 from 1-star. Already have 3 of 9. Ordered 300 crystals. Yeah, Lucretia is definitely one of the biggest priority guys. She is one of the heroes you absolutely want to build out first, just because of her ability to destroy teams. Literally, she can destroy teams by herself, which is crazy. This one I'm just going to copy. Wait. We need the gold formation, which is same. So that is Iran with the gold formation. We dropped a couple formations in here. 5 pull, just going to be a little bit of RNG. What's going on, Levi? Thank you for joining us. And Robert is here as well. Since you have a majority of the 4 heroes ascending, is it worth doing the Regal rewards? Honestly, the big thing with the Regal rewards in there, Robert, is I'm still doing it because I can take a lot of the heroes that I get out of there, not only having the chances to get Celestial Hypogens, which of course are going to be amazing, but also having the option to get, I don't know what happened there. Also having the chance to get more food. So a lot of the food that I've been picking up, I have been sacrificing. If you guys don't know, when you have 60 ascended heroes, you can sacrifice some of your legendary heroes to get more loot. Actually getting more of your essence, getting more of your, I believe it's guild coins, or I think it's hero coins. And with the hero coins, guys, I am getting the twisted essence. That's the big thing. The twisted essence in there is huge. Which again, I think this is just going to be a little bit of RNG, and it's hard because of right here, guys. Titran is a tough one to kill right off the bat. Of course, Titus has taken out all of the Just going to take some RNG, but that's okay. Yeah, so to me, Robert, honestly, it still is worth it, just for the simple sake of if I pull a Celestial or Hypogean hero out of there, I know you get more diamonds, I know you get other heroes, but again, I am just going to absolutely continue to sacrifice the heroes that I'm getting in there. That's going to be my big primary focus, is sacrificing a lot of those heroes. I swapped Iran up front to see if we could kill Satrana first, which I think we're taking out the target up here. And this is meant to be just a pain in the butt, which honestly it is. Yeah, and that's it, Darkblade. It's just a pain in the butt. Just the build. It's a lot of RNG. A lot of players ran the same RNG running Ainz, just depending on who they kill first. Because we got Nimitsu up here, and Nimitsu's one that dies relatively easy. Doing call, yeah, absolutely, Brandon. The call, like I said earlier, one of the highest priority artifacts. Friend slots, I do not have any friend slots. I actually just had one earlier this week. Once I popped it up, I got a lot of requests for it, so it went down pretty quick. Use Ainz, yeah, I can use Ainz in here. That was the other formation that we ran. Was Ainz just for the straight nuke? We can run even the whole Ainz formation. And again, I'm assuming just hoping for the best here, or hoping for the RNG of not killing Nimitsu. That's what I was trying to get away from. But I think Ainz just knocked everybody out right there. We might have to drop Ezio out of here. Because I know if one of these front heroes get low, he is just going to kill them. See, it looked like they died at the same time. Ainz is just so broken. Yeah, Gwen you can do as well. And again, you can look at the formations up here and see what has worked. So there we go. So we can even copy this one and do the same. I don't want to spend all day doing this. That's what I thought with Iran up front. I know that, I believe that's how we did it last time, was running Iran up front. But see, even there, not going to work. Want the Poe coins. Want the Poe coins. The game support confirmation that... Oh, did they? Smoker? Yeah, a lot of players were saying that. That's what I seen a lot on Discord and Reddit, that they did stack. I don't know if they've hotfixed a couple little things, but if they don't stack, that kind of sucks, because that really does make a game changer. Who would I recommend to engrave first? Is Grez worth it? Honestly, Grez is worth it just for the simple fact he is a hero that you're going to utilize. It is completely a hero that you're going to utilize. You're going to use him in the Twisted Realm. You know, you're going to use him in a bunch of different formations. And he's present in the Ulna Grez combo, which is where most players utilize Grez. See, even there I've seen... Might have to put him in the other side. There, see, she died at the same time. It's got to be literally just a split second. Because Nimitsu and Sophia died at the same time right there. Put him on the other side. Oh, they were both alive. This should be the win. This should be the win. Ainz, Lors, and Leica should be it. I think that was it. How was that on? Not. Let's replay it. Who died first? See, but Taylor's getting banished. No, that was Brutus. Brutus was banished. Calling BS on that one. I thought we had it on that one. Really need a Nara. Mine has 4 guys. Yeah, Nara is a hero that I have built, but I don't really use her for much at all, honestly. And here I think Namisu died first. We'll try it 1 or 2 more times, guys. We can skip it and come back to it. Because see, they're dying the same time. All 3 of them just died the same time. It was 1 ult, so it might be just a second away. Yeah, we'll just pick these up. It's only pull coins. You don't want Ainz to target Namisu. Yeah, I'll run it through here. So we got Light Bearers and then Zekis and Mizoth. That's kind of an interesting combination. So we'll go with the same. We'll go with our Light Bearer lineup. There we go. Which hero is my favorite aesthetically? The look of them, there's a couple. I think they've really done a great design with Mizoth. I love how Mizoth looks. To me, Mizoth's character, how he looks is awesome. He's probably one of my favorite in terms of looks. I like how Aziz looks too. I think he looks really cool as well. One of the more original heroes. But Zekis, some of the newer heroes, they look okay, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with the heroes. We got to drop in these two. I'm not sure if this team's going to get it done, but we'll try. Like I said, we can come back and pick up the Poe coins in just a little bit. I think Brutus is probably going to kill us in here. But I don't want to go through and level these heroes up. But let's try swapping these 2 out. You know what, we'll go for some support. There we go. Just got my first Mizoth. Yeah, Mizoth like I said, Mizoth looks pretty awesome, guys. I love the character model they have for Mizoth. Even his abilities, I feel like in the game, his abilities look really cool. He's always been kind of a unique hero that I definitely like. Like I said, he's probably one of the favorite character designs. Leonardo da Vinci, I think they did really good with. Ezio, they did really good with. Prince of Persia. But those are all heroes we've seen before. Real's even kind of cool, too. So this, we need Maulers. And Maulers, I still feel like they need a lot of love. You can drop heroes that attack Namisu. This way, Namisu doesn't die. And Ainz, you can have 4 heroes kill the team. So achieve victory in 20 seconds. Yeah, like I said, we'll go back for those Poe coins, guys. I'm not too worried about it. Is it possible to use Falks to confine Namisu? It's impossible to control it. Falks has a set. I believe it does the highest attack rating. I think it is based on the highest attack rating. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe that is how they have him set. If I could put Falks confine in, that would be pretty cool. If you could actually set who you wanted to confine with him. You drop heroes. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep Namisu alive. Defeat at least 3 heroes with the same hero. Again, easy to do with Lucy. Easy to do in here with Ainz. Either of them can run through the Misty Valley relatively quickly. All right, so we got Graveborn and don't trigger ults 4 times. So most of these are pretty easy to do. You know what? We'll go with Damon. We'll turn off ults, and then we'll just alt Ainz. By far, guys, Ainz is just the most absolute broken hero. Most broken hero in the game. You can ult him once and that's it. He just kills everybody with that single ult. It's kind of crazy. I think we have 1 or 2 more floors left in here. One more floor. Achieve victory without any warriors and tanks. No warriors, no tanks. So we'll go... He's a ranger, right? They're both rangers. Ranger, no warriors, no tanks. So we'll go with Merlin. We'll go with rangers. No warriors, no tanks. There we go. What's going on? It's the Driller from Lebanon. Do you remember how many subscribers you had when I started streaming? That's a good question, Darkblane. I know it was less than 10,000 subscribers because we actually streamed for quite a bit over on Twitch. We streamed on Twitch for a little while. Twitch is a different platform, and Twitch really rewards players that do a ton of streaming. That was really the reason why we got off Twitch. And I believe it is the same reason why Vulcan left Twitch, is they're looking for about 2 to 3 hours per day on Twitch to make it really worth it. 2 to 3 hours per day, and that is straight streaming time. That's an incredible amount of time that I do not have to dedicate. That is why we started doing the streams on YouTube, because Twitch, again, I really wasn't getting anywhere with that, just for the simple fact it is an incredible amount of time here. So breaking down the treasure trove, guys, we do elite stones all the time. Those could be celestial hypogean heroes. Granite, we're still looking to build. We have 40 red chests in here, 300 of our elemental cores, and then tier 3 stones. In my opinion, this is a perfect build. You might vary this a little bit, but honestly, that is some very solid loot. And another copy of granite. What's going on, Javid? And Reggie is here as well. Thank you guys for joining us. All right, so we got quite a few stones in there, which is good. We got another copy of granite. So now we have him. We have 2 copies there. We need 1 copy of granite, and then it is on to Mishka, guys. So 1 more copy here of granite. We'll have him done with the avatar frame. Then it is Mishka. So we'll go ahead. We'll use our stones. I'm really hoping for the viewer luck today to pick up some very lucky heroes. But first, guys, I want to do the Magician's Hat. I'm hoping on here we can pull some Stargazer cards. I need some Stargazer cards. Trying to build out Athalia. We're going to use the Stargazer cards we have to build out Athalia. We need 1 copy, and she will be maxed out. So we'll just go ahead, knock out a few of our magic tricks here. Again, looking for 4 Stargazer cards, guys. Very nice. And look at that. The engraving mats. Definitely need some more of those. Come on, Stargazer cards. Got 5 red chests, so not too bad. Some more engraving mats. 3 tricks down. Boom. 3rd one gives us not too bad. I mean, that's 1,200 Poe coins. Some more faction scrolls. All right, so not too bad. We did get 4 more cards there. All right, so stones first, guys. Let's see what we got here. Got a ton of our rare stones, which is the reason why I absolutely love doing the Misty Valley. But we have 15, guys. 15 elite hero stones over the course of a week. We got 15 of those, which is awesome. That is awesome. Boom. Let's see what we got, guys. We got a copy of the twins, so not too bad there. Lard we can use. The rest of it's kind of just food. I believe Kaz we still need. Double copies of Saurus. So overall, just a lot of food in there, but not too bad. Anytime that we can get Celestials and Hypogeans out of here, which I believe that is going to add 1 star to the twins. So if we do want to engrave them, we're going to have the option to go ahead and do that. All right, so we got 2 pulls here with our companion points. A couple rare cards. I'm hoping that we get at least an elite. That's okay. And out of the event, guys, we got 65 regular scrolls. And we need 1 copy of granite. That is it, guys. 1 single copy and he will be done. And then it's on to Mishka, which there we go, guys. Is it granite? It is. Copy of Kren. That's actually not too bad. Kren's another hero we are building out. Do not have him at 5 stars as of right now, but he is continuing to be built. All right, so we got 2 more pulls here. There we go, another elite. Hope it's granite. It is another copy of Kren. So back-to-back copies of Kren. And the final pull here, guys, a double. Very nice. Can it be granite? It is Raku and Almas. So no copies of granite in there. Got shut out even on the double. But that's okay because we have 3 here. We just need 1 copy of him. So we're going to use a couple diamonds. Hopefully get 1 copy right off the bat, guys. Very nice. Now we got Mishka. So that will conclude it for granite. So our hero is built. And look at the stars, guys. Awesome. That is awesome. Look at that. So another star to Ullard. That takes him to 4. So almost done. We are going to have almost everybody maxed out, guys. Because that will take Kren all the way to 5 stars. So he is good. We have Granite built up to Ascended. Going to have to make a little bit of room. So on here, we just have to build Walker. That's it. We have Walker. In here, we have K-Sauce. Wilders, everyone is built. We just need to add stars, which looking there, that is finishing out. Almas is now at 5 stars. That adds another star for Raku. And again, everybody else is already built. Graveborn, same. We have everybody built, just need stars for our last 2 heroes. Everybody else is at 5 stars. And then Twins, that does add a star on there as well. So that unlocks the engraving. All right, so that will do it, guys. Let's see if we can pull our copy. Look at that. The 4 extra cards gave us 4 copies. Just need Athalia. Definitely want to go ahead and get Athalia. I got Oden Ascended. He's at plus 20 SI, 1 piece of furniture. Very nice Pico. Very, very strong, guys. Oden is super broken. What is the best way to grind for Mythic Lucretia with $25 budget if you already have 3 copies? Honestly, I like the daily packs. The daily packs or the advancement rewards is the best way to do it. Just for the simple fact, the sheer amount of diamonds. Yep, exactly, Frank. Investment reward or the advancement rewards, 45,000 diamonds, guys. All right, so we got 4 chances. We need 1 copy, guys. One single copy. Got a light bearer card there. A lot of Dur's fragments. I have all the artifacts up to 5 now. They're all 5 stars, so they are maxed out. That's it. What, 40 cards deep? There it is, guys. Boom! Our final copy. So she is done. Completes another hero, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Is finish her out so I can use her in PvP among other places. But she is finally done. So now it is on to Zolrath, guys. She is ascended. Finally got her done. We also do have her furniture. So I believe we already have 4 pieces of her furniture. So we can actually add her in here. We can add Granite in here. Not sure if there's any other heroes because we added Morrow in here already. We're going to build out her room. We're going to add Granite in here as well. And then we can do a couple more furniture summons. Team is getting there, guys. Yeah, Athalia to 1 star. I know that's what I was thinking, Javid, because I know how absolutely crazy strong she is. Let's optimize. There we go, guys. So we already have her at 4 pieces of furniture, which is awesome. Awesome to see her built out there. All right, Javid says 1 star, so we have 3 summons. Could we pull another copy in our 3 summons with our 15,000? I'm really hoping. Just got into the game. What should I buy if you spend money in the game? Buy the advancement rewards, guys. They are by far the biggest priority. For 20 bucks, you get 45,000 diamonds. There is nothing better as far as the purchases than the advancement rewards. They are the priority. All right, could we pull 2 copies with 3 summons here, guys? Summon number 1. Got some resources, so not too bad there. Number 2 gives us no copies. And our final one, boom, let's see. No copies. So we are 30 down in there already, guys. And got nothing. Nothing but some resources. So shut out on that front, but that's okay, guys, because we can pick up our new avatar frame. And there it is. So Granite is done, guys. Well, we have his avatar frame. We have Ulna up here. He's max ascended with a couple other 5-star heroes. 2,000 diamonds, so not too bad. Then, of course, a couple rewards here. And we are just stockpiling stuff in here every day, guys. Every day we make a little bit more progression in AFK Arena. It's very cool. Yeah, and that's why we wanted to build Athalia. Like Javid said, build her to 1-star. She is absolutely broken. When it comes to PvP, she is the hero you want to build out. Absolutely priority number 1 if you're doing PvP, but also similar to Nara, she can target one direct hero, which is super broke, which is good to see. Yeah, I definitely want to get some stars on her. I don't think we have anything in the shop. I've actually been recycling everything in here with our heroes to get Twisted Essence out of here. So as I build out those more legendary heroes, which is the reason why purchasing the packs in there do make a difference. Then of course in here we are completely sold out, stockpiling Labyrinth coins for 26 days. Then of course Challenger Store. Might still focus Athalia to 1-star before we pick up Zolrath. Aziz we already have done. Orthos we already have done. Flora we already have done. So it's just going to be building up those heroes, primarily Zolrath, to finish them out. Can we see your best hero? Best hero, Ainz. Ainz is almost completely decked out, guys. We've been adding more chests in here, more emblems of space to him. He is pretty much built. I don't take him plus 60. Taking him to plus 80 is really PvP heavy, which I'm not focused on. But yeah, absolutely, guys. Ainz is just a monster when you have him built. It's a reason he ults, and that's it. A lot of stuff dies. Help my brother from another mother build his house. Oh, see you later, Levi. Should I finish my Hypogean Celestial team first? I have Aziz and Mahira and Flora and Taylene. Depending, AA, who you have built. Depending, again, who you have built. There's a lot of primary heroes that you want to build out. All right. So if you guys have seen on Reddit, we got all of our team comps here. We got all of our gear ran through. Teams roughly take 5 to 10, 15 minutes to go ahead and get through at these stages. So we're just going to go ahead, run through this until it works. It does have an aspect of RNG where we're not going to come in here. We're not going to finish these out the very first time. And that is by design of AFK Arena. So I'm just going to, again, let them run through here. If you guys have questions, perfect time to drop them in the chat. Because again, this is just going to be a lot of RNG, honestly, with these team comps. How long have I been playing AFK Arena? It's been 2 years, I think a little over 2 years at this point. I know this account in particular, we've been playing for, I think it was about a year. I think a little over a year. I need 1 Ulna and 2 Athalias, then starring them in Lucretia to get them 60 engraving. Yeah, Ulna is another hero. So Lilith has told us that when all of the engraving was out, which it is now, so I'm assuming on the next patch, we're going to get a one-time scroll to reset engraving. I'm going to reset the engraving on Flora. As much as I love Flora, we tried to make her work. Flora, unfortunately, isn't going to work, guys. I tried her in a ton of different team comps. She doesn't work very well. So unfortunately, that's who we built first. But like I said, not working the best with the Flora combination right now. So I want to reset Flora. I'm going to move my plus 60 Flora to Ulna. The plus 60 Flora is going to Ulna if and when we get that scroll. It looks like this might just be a timing thing. We're going to run out. Trying to take out our Anoki here. Raku team comps, we've seen a couple. Raku has been built into the Mahira comp. So we've seen that a couple times. We've also seen Raku built with, Raku's been in the 5-pole before. We've seen Raku, again, in a couple different combinations. We've seen Raku doing real well. It's been a fun 2 years. What has been my favorite event? I like the key events. We've seen it, I believe, with the Celestial Isles was the first one, Lazarus. I believe it's been probably about a year and a half, but that was always a very cool event. Was when you get to choose with the random keys, just like the one we just did. I like those events. I like the events that are interactive. I feel, and I know a lot of you have shared this, I feel like with AFK Arena, they really, really need to focus on the guild aspect. I think that is a big miss when it comes to a lot of different games, is the players that love to play together, that love the guild aspect. AFK Arena is missing that entire aspect, honestly. It's kind of crazy, but they could do so much more with the guild system than they do. I feel like, again, like it's a pretty big miss on there. How much would you estimate your AFK Arena account to be worth? I couldn't tell you, Dark Pulse. We've probably spent around $15,000 on AFK Arena already. So I don't know if that's any indicative to the value of the account, but we're almost to VIP 16 at this point. So it's getting relatively close to VIP 16, which I think is kind of crazy, but it's getting there. In this poll, this is the team comps that worked. This is the team comp that worked with multiple teams. It's worked. And then we do have the Mahira comp. But this one, I don't know about running it, especially with Nara right here. It's going to be kind of a different combination in here. We'll try. We'll try the Thorin comp. And again, Thorin comp, guys, is a lot of RNG. This is absolutely, I know how heavy RNG this is. And even here, he literally just dies right off the bat. We're not even getting the energy to build these up. Let me make sure Kelthar. Been messing around with the dual blades, been trying it out, testing it out quite a bit. See, I don't think, again, he's going to do enough damage. But again, this is the exact same team that has won this stage, and this is the exact same level that this team has won the stage. Will I get Zafriel extended? Yes, Zap will come soon. Zap is a hero that's really big into PvP. I don't PvP. I know a lot of you guys know this. I really do not PvP, and I don't PvP in most games, but Zafriel will come in time. I just don't know when. If you help Thorin Cheese with manuals. See, the manual Thorin Cheese, I haven't really done very much. We can try it. I mean, this is a great time to learn. Because even there, it seems like he's not surviving enough to even ult. See, I'm not even getting an opportunity there for him to ult. And if he does, that's relatively short window. This is the reason I do not like the Thorin Cheese, guys. See, he's dying even before the opportunity to ult. Yeah, I know the Thorin Cheese is kind of heavy RNG. But even again, doing it manually, he's just getting to the point of ulting, which that one, I think if I autoed, he might have ulted twice. So I'll just put it on and let it go. That's what I thought. But if you look at AFK Helper, this has been Thorin Cheese, and this is the exact same level, guys. They were on 481 when the Thorin Cheese worked. So again, I think it's just a lot of RNG. What's going on, Emmett? I thought they would do guild fights by now. Yeah, JG, and that was my thought. I really think they could have done so much more, and I really feel like they need to do so much more with the guild aspect. I've said it for probably about a year now. When it really comes to that guild aspect, they could do well. They could really, really, you know, I think help a lot of players or make an event similar to the Isle of Gold. I would love to see something again similar to like the Isle of Gold. That's on a much larger scale based on the guild. So whether it's based on contributions, whether it's based on, you know, building material, whatever it may be based on, I think it would be really cool if you could build up certain defenses, or like I said, like a larger Isle of Gold that is based on your guild. Again, I think that would be really cool to see. It would give it a new aspect. What's going on, Hyatt? Any thought on succeeding in the Legends Championship? Yeah, Hyatt, it's money. Money is the biggest thing here driving PvP, which is huge. It is the single-handedly, see, there we're getting 2 alts. And that was close. That was actually close. We got down to our last 2 targets. We can keep Kelthar up a little more. Yeah, Pharrell I'm not worried about because Pharrell has that link, which is working. We just need a little bit, I feel like, again, a little bit of RNG. Now, they said 15 minutes to get the Thorn Cheese to work here. I know we're not anywhere near that, but Kelthar plays a really big part. If you watch, he actually hops over here and usually takes out Pharrell if he's up in that spectral form. So if he doesn't die that fast in spectral form, right there, he took out Pharrell. He's coming down here to kill Nara. We just need him to live a little bit. Hard stuck on 38-24. Yeah, Rudy. Once you get there, once you get to chapter 37, even 38, it's pre-nerfed. There is nothing that, you know, short of just having stronger heroes and RNG, there's not really that much you can do once you push to a level deficiency. I know some people on Reddit have even pushed to level, I think 204, 220 level deficiency, which is insane, but we definitely need to get there, guys. And I even think, I wonder if I had more in the tank tree. I know he'll take less damage, but he'll also put out more damage. Against Nara with the energy recovery, yeah. And again, these are formations that have worked. When you look at AFK Helper, when you look at a bunch of different locations, these are formations that have worked and do work. Again, it just kind of takes a little bit of RNG, guys. Can Zap stun Ainz in the beginning of battle? I believe if he's powering up Frank, he does not. I believe when he goes over, there's a point where Ainz is crowd control immune at the very beginning. The big counter for Ainz that people use is Athalia. Athalia just does an insane amount of damage right off the bat. And she can actually kill Ainz before he has that opportunity to ult. Stuck on 37-4-2. Yeah, and like once you get to 37, so 37, guys, chapter 37 is where most players cannot, or where most players are stuck. And the simple fact is, this is the place where they haven't nerfed. And again, that's one of the really big things, is it is unnerfed territory. So these are the stages, how they intended them to be played. With the higher level deficiencies, once you get here, the level deficiencies just go faster and faster as you continue stages. Just beat 37-20 with 200 level deficiency. Yeah, and that's it. So if we sat here and went through stage after stage, after attempt, there'd be a point that we could probably get through these, and we could get through all of chapter 37 with the deficiency that we're at. It just takes time. That's it. Yeah, stuck 38-43, 37-12. Yeah. And Javid is completely free to play. Guys, big shout out for that. If you haven't put a penny into AFK Arena and you're already into 37, you are definitely doing something right. Wukong Ascended Chapter 28, good tank in the front. Yeah, Wukong is pretty good. Once you get a little bit further, he dies too quick. You can't get him to ult. He'll actually die pretty fast is the thing. Stuck at 37-16. Yeah, Hyatt, and that's it. We have a lot of players that are stuck exactly where you're at. Well, let's see if we can do this one. I messed up the formation. This one will actually switch. This is the perma-stun team. If you guys haven't seen, this is working in very high level deficiencies as well. And I'm wondering if we could swap this to the other team comp. But I know the Nara pickup. You know what? We're going to get the other team to work. So what I'm hoping, I got faith. I got faith in it. Shamira took everybody out on that one. Yeah, Javid, absolutely free to play. And Wu takes forever to ult. Yes, that's part of the problem. Again, going back to a lot of the heroes that have issues with either one, takes too long to regenerate energy, or two, they don't have the mitigation. Again, when it comes to the tanking class, there's not enough mitigation to make tanks viable for most fights. When you start getting in level deficiency, there might be one or two tanks, and usually the only reason why players are using tanks in the higher level deficiencies is because they have immunity. Just like Brutus, it is the immunity aspect. What's going on, Viper? Have you tried Leonardo in the permastun? Yes, I have. So Leonardo works very well in the permastun because his stun lasts so long. So that's one of the key pieces to Leonardo, is the ability for his stun to kind of last with the duration of what Mahira does. See, a lot of people have actually swapped in Leonardo. I don't even know if he's... Yeah, I mean, he's got the best gear that he can. This is another combination that a lot of players have run. That's why. Look at the stun, guys. So literally, the duration of this stun is crazy high. But it seems like the battle goes so slow. It's a slow burn with this team. Look at that, guys. Leonardo, that's so cool to see. I absolutely love the graphics that he has. The slow burn perma-stun team. It's very cool. Yeah, this is the perma-stun, because again, the duration, well, Shamira got her ult off, but with Khazard's plus 30, his duration increased by 50%. So Mahira and Leonardo, they have the ability to just kind of slowly grind down the enemies. Big thing with Leonardo is if you have that furniture, if you have that 9 of 9 furniture, it increases the damage they take when framed by 40%. It increases. So imagine if all of these heroes were taking 30% or 40% more damage, they would already be dead. They would be dead long before here, which again, based on the requirements, you do kind of need Leonardo's furniture is really the big piece, which is right here. Enemies that are struck by the ability work of art receive 45% more damage. That's a ton of damage, guys. That is a ton of damage. And of course, this cannon right there. Starts off the stun. We have Rowan in here for the stuns as well. We missed Isabella on that one. Again, takes a little bit of RNG here. Yeah, the call on Leonardo. You know what? That's a good call. No pun intended. But who do we have? We dropped out Rose out of that one. Energy regeneration is huge, guys, just with this formation. I think if I even swapped Rowan to the bottom, I think it might help a little bit for that energy potion. Froze him again. See, we're not getting lucky down here because remember when Khazard... Again, these battles take... Yeah, the slow effect that Khazard brings is very cool as well. See, there we lost Rowan right off the bat. Isabella is very strong, guys, with that rework. When you use her, not as effective, not as strong, but... So everyone is painted, everyone's framed up. We just need the damage. We need Leonardo's damage boost. Yeah, that 45% damage boost would make a big difference here, guys. Yeah. Thinking we're going to have to stick with Rose on this one. This is the original. But like I said, I'm missing some of what we need in that team. When do you unlock the 4X? I believe it is much later than what I thought. Should I go for the Ainz comp or Lucretia 5-pull first? Honestly, I would probably do the Ainz comp. I use the Ainz comp a lot more than I use the Lucretia 5-pull. Because the Ainz comp, you can even cheese with less than the optimal team, I guess. You don't have to have quite as many pieces in there to work together. And there we got the easy stun on Shamira. There we go, guys. And again, 5 to 10 minutes to get through one of these stages, which just brings us to this nightmare stage. So we'll continue. Is Mythic Wukong signature 20 good at... Yeah, at chapter 26, Wukong will work. Wukong will work well when you start getting probably, I would say even to chapter 28, chapter 30. When you get a little bit higher, you'll find it's not very effective. Just got 3 Lucretias in 1 pull. Congratulations. Is Ascended 1-star signature Wukong. Yeah. I mean, Wukong, they give you a lot of copies of for free. Oh, see you later, Javid. Have a good Sunday. Not sure if you're still traveling or not, but be safe out there. If you have Leonardo and Mahir on the same team, isn't it counterintuitive because Leo's ult frames them? The big thing, Robert, is it is just a very slow burn. That's really it. It's a very slow burn in there that works. We can try, what else do we got in here? We have the Portal Party in here. I deleted all my formations this morning. I was messing around because we have Pippa in here. Who else do we need for the Portal Party? I know we need Oden, we need Pippa. Who else do we have? Raccoon. I'm just thinking what heroes could be viable to use in here. I know we got Gorvo in here. Again, I know we have Isolde. We could always try that. We have a lot of heroes, which I think maybe the twins. Yes, we did get her up to Ascended, so she is done. We have Aziz in here as well. We have Queen. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's going to be the viability in here to make this work. I know even here we still do have Queen. We still do have Ezio. Throw out some ideas, guys. Throw out some ideas in there. Yeah, I know. We could try Athalia, which putting the best gear that we have in there. So debating when using my 60k diamonds to summon or stargazing for Ulna. Yeah, a lot of players. That's very cool, Charles. Using it for regular summons. I'm trying to think. Who we should use in here. We have to get through this one. And again, Nara is just an absolute. Yeah, could do. We have God Comp. We have Speedy Lizard, which I think God Comp is always a very good choice, which we used Mahira. But that's okay because we can sub Tassie in. And then last one was Rowan, which Rowan has already used too. Silas is already used. We're pretty short for our last one here. We have Namisu, which probably isn't going to quite work the same because of the damage mitigation that Rowan does. See, we use Merlin too. We have Desira for support. What do we have left for support? Desira. See, we don't have Nomura built either. Because that's not going to work. Yeah. Did you? No, we actually didn't do the furniture summons, now that I think about it. And here, I wonder if Aziz can live. Let's try the God tier comp. We're missing the key part, guys. We're missing Rowan. That's what I'm thinking. Speedy Lizard, but again, we know Nara is going to literally snatch up a hero right off the bat. I didn't think the Speedy Lizard. I'm afraid that Saurus is just going to get absolutely run over. Again, we had Isolde in here. Even swap this out. Speedy Lizard is one of my absolute favorite teams. But again, guys, we don't have Rowan for this. We know. Trying to get rid of Falks. Pippa behind Thorn. Yeah, we could try the Thorn Cheese with Raku. Or with not Raku, with Pippa. Because Pippa does provide that immunity. But again, I think it's going to be the exact same because of Nara. Nara is just a pain in the butt, guys. Again, we're getting all of the heroes through. Just got to do more damage. Yes, we did. We did get her all the way to Ascended, guys. She is done. Athalia is done. Added 4 pieces of furniture on her as well, which is awesome to see. And we got the weapon on Thorn. We got the boots. We took off the chest. We took off. Got the call on him. He's pretty well out. I maxed out Soros, but I find him. Yeah, PvE doesn't work super well. Kelthar in 1 and Rain in 5. Yeah, a lot of times it seems like, again, when you start getting into the higher level deficiencies, the Speedy Lizard doesn't work as well because Source gets run over. If I had his furniture, it would probably be a different story. got it. Big shout out to Rian. Swapped out 2 heroes, guys. And that was all it took. Swapped Kelthar, swapped Rain. Big shout out. That is absolutely awesome. Made it work there in a super short amount of time. Look at that, 1.1 billion damage. We are halfway through 37, guys. Awesome. That was absolutely awesome. It worked just like that, guys. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. That's why I love doing this live. Absolutely. So Daniel, in that formation with the armor pieces, is you want Thorin's retaliation ability to do as much damage as possible. So that's kind of the big part there, is you want Thorin to take more damage is the reason why we're taking out the armor pieces, lowering his physical resistance, lowering his defense, again, to allow him to take a increased amount of damage. That's the big thing with that combination. Which here, the other one we use here is, of course, through Lucretia, the 5-pole. 5-pole, again, does take a little bit of RNG, as you can see right there. But we'll get it. Yeah, that was awesome. Absolutely amazing to see that we got through that stage. That was the goal of today, guys. And again, Lucretia, boom. That is why we build out Lucretia, guys. 966 million damage, just like that. Here's our halfway point. And of course, Lucretia doesn't need to die off the instance. Use Nara on Pharrell instead of Odin. Yeah, these ones, guys, it just does take a little bit of RNG to get this to work. Especially with, I didn't see Athalia's up there. This might be a stage just to swap back to this formation. Which again, Ainz probably needs to go to the bottom. Just stay away from Athalia. We'll put a tank up there. And I'm loving the Prince of Persia, guys. I've used him for a lot of stuff now. But we might have to swap. My favorite hero, as many of you know, Rowan is clutch. I'm going to have to build him with some engraving just because I love his build. I love how Rowan works. And I think taking the potion an extra second early definitely could make a difference. Again, just some RG. Yeah, most everybody in my guild, yeah, 36, 37, if not higher. We have a couple players that are 40 plus in the chapters, which is crazy. I hit 37. I'm already stuck in the first boss stage. I'm level 440. Yeah. Again, just like this, guys, a lot of AFK Arena is RNG. I mean, honestly, you can try the same stage multiple times, and there will come a time, just like right now, Prince of Persia got to ult early, Ainz got to ult, RNG. That's really it. So there it is, guys. Boom. Halfway through, over halfway through now. Not too bad. We are moving towards chapter 38, which is awesome. Running that new artifact on the Prince. You can see it right up there. Remember, 30, which he died right off the bat. But it gives him 35 seconds of a lot of damage. There's a second ult. There we go. Funny when you almost got a victory the first try in the stage. Yeah, exactly. That is a lot of the RNG, guys. That is the RNG of AFK Arena. You can be so close, 1, 2, 3 attempts, and then on the next attempt, absolutely nothing, guys. You just get destroyed on a falling attempt. All right, guys, so that takes us to 37-32. Let's go ahead and we'll collect up a little bit of loot. Still trying to finish out Grez. I'm not sure if That gave us enough to build out the rest of Grez with the engraving. So here that's maxed out. So we got 250 there. I think all of them are at 250 right now, which it is. So defense, attack. We want more attack. Almost short, guys. We got 3 more levels. So not too bad. Have a couple more. What do we need? About 3, 6, well, probably about 900 more. 900 more cores, and we'll be there. Got to figure out now we need Athalia. I'm saving my engraving mats for Athalia to build her out the rest of the way. Definitely want to build her out, and definitely want to completely, we're going to max her out, guys, which is awesome. Let's go ahead. We'll do a couple furniture pulls. And look at that, 109, boom, that is 110. We'll have 2 more levels. 2 more levels and this will be done. So within the next week, we'll have that Elder Tree max to 112, which is where I can take it right now. And then we'll start focusing more on the support in the Sorcery Tree. But we'll do some. Yeah, Rigby followed by Rose, that's crazy. Should I do Thorin, Raku, or Iran to SI30? Depends. Out of those two, honestly, I would do either Raku or Iran. If you're using Iran, if you're using the 5 pull, if you're using the Iran like a combination, I would do Iran first. I would probably do Iran first regardless. I know Raku is very powerful, but you do have to have a team with him kind of built. So I would definitely build that out. How do you put tier 3 gear? So tier 3 gear, you have to have tier 2 gear 5-star. So it does have to be completely maxed out to the tier 2 gear with 5 stars, and then you can build out the gear. So it does have to be right here. It has to be the specific, their faction has to have the 5 stars, and then you can use your tier 3 stones on it. Has to be faction specific as well. Yeah, furniture pulls, I'm hoping, should I engrave Grez or Pharrell? Grez. I would absolutely do Grez first. Can you name a few famous guilds in AFK Arena? Casuals, Kilby Bros. There's a couple. I mean, the biggest guilds you're going to find are, of course, right here. Cloud is absolutely, I know Vulcan, I believe, is in Cloud. Kilby Ross right here is another huge one. Casuals in there as well. As you can see, they're pretty much dominating a lot of PvP here. I do not know any of the Chinese guilds. There's a lot of Chinese guilds that are very, very big, that are huge into AFK Arena. Again, I don't know any of them, but the 3, Cloud, Kilby Rose, and Casuals are probably the 3 biggest that I know. But you have to be really, there you go, Shattered Sins as well. Those are really the ones that you hear about and hear about regularly. So here, guys, we have Athalia. Zolrath we're still building as well. Antandra is almost done, which is awesome. We can swap her out. I dropped Saurus in here as well because we want to build them up for that mitigation. So I'm hoping we can get quite a few pieces. Still have 4 cards on the table. Mythic piece there, guys, right off the bat, which is another piece for Desira. Using up these Poe coins, and a lot of this, guys, I'm building because I'm continuing pushing through the tower. I think that's Korean. Yeah, it could be Korean. I do not know the other guilds. First piece there for Namora, guys. Namora's 9 of 9 is very broken. It's very good at crowd control. Definitely have to build her out. Another mythic piece right there. I'm hoping, which there's a piece for Antandra. She needs 1, guys. 1 and she will be done, but we'll go ahead. We'll use one of our cards and finish that piece off. Let me equip. So a couple more pieces right there, which is awesome. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few players that are already in there. So we got right there, Antandra is at 8. So we'll go ahead. We'll use one of hers. Boom, so we can max her out. That'll take her to 9 of 9. So another hero, that is 309. Join in the pack. I use her for the Mauler Tower. Her and Kren, guys, are very strong in the Mauler Tower. All right, so who else do we want to build here? Rowan, already pretty close. I believe we have done. We still have Mahira here. Wukong. You know, we could put Zafriel in there, but I'm thinking as far as, you know what, let's put Kelthar in here. Kelthar we use, and Kelthar, even if we get him stronger in that spectral form, that can make a difference. That can make a difference in his spectral form. And here we have quite a few built as well. Still got Mishka there, and Mishka still kind of testing out Mishka. Kren definitely want to build out as well. Granite, we have Brutus in here too. Have a couple more to build. Still do have quite a few. Yeah, Desira, that's kind of the problem that most players have with Desira. She's relatively slow to build with the Oceanic Mist. It is kind of... Oh, thank you, Stonecraft. Yeah, Athelia, finally, guys, we are building her out. Do you think Cirrus will see any play? Really like his design. Unfortunately, just like every other tank, just gets run over. Cirrus is another one that just gets, unfortunately, just literally run over. Can't hold his own at all. See, I'm thinking, how many do we got left? So we got 4 here. And who's on the wish list? You know what? Let's finish out. I'm thinking Kren, just because of the Mauler, but we could finish out Desira too. You know what? I'm going to build Kren. Just because, again, the Mauler Tower is the one that is definitely slacking. That takes us to 6. 7, and then we'll use our last 2, 8 and 9. But that way we can drop him out as well. Which would be awesome. I was thinking Merlin, but you know what? I know I use Kren out a lot, so that gives me Kren and that gives me Entendre. That builds him out there, guys, to that 9 of 9. And a lot of people love to borrow Kren. He's another hero most people borrow. All right, so we'll drop him out, and I'm thinking putting Morrow in here. Because even here we have most of these already to 9 of 9, which we're still building. Have a little bit more there with Mahira. Joker, Albedo, Arthur, most of those are already in here. So I'm going to drop Morrow in here for the Lightbearer Tower. Why not Theo? So Theowen, I like Theowen, but a lot of players don't really utilize Theowen. You have 2 Hodgkins, not worth getting. Yeah, Hodgkins is another one. Short of the tower, I don't really run Hodgkin very much. I do have to build him out to a higher signature item. Baden I don't use. Torn I don't use. Theowen, very rarely do I use Theowen. I used her in the Abyssal Expedition. Nara, another hero I don't really use very much. Same with Shamira. Again, we know Lorzen might be okay. Respin I was building up, well, actually when he was released. He's been just sitting there ever since released. Kren and Desira, yeah. Desira, again, the 9 of 9 with her, I know is pretty good. Do Merlin. Yeah, Merlin I got to build as well. He can actually be probably our next one that I'll build to the 9 of 9. Big damage reduction there, but I also want to build out Leonardo. Leonardo, I feel like, would really have a big difference in the team comps, having that 9 of 9 furniture with Leonardo as well. But building out more guys, we're always building out more heroes. Never stops. So we are at 320. What are we at now, guys? 336 pieces of furniture. That's awesome, guys. 330 pieces of furniture is crazy. And even in there, we do have a couple dupes as well. Thank you for YouTube videos. My husband and I always need your help with Wandering Balloon. Don't know how you work it out. Oh, thank you, Jane. Yeah, I love doing the guides. It does take some time. Sometimes I rely on Reddit. Sometimes we have a content creator channel with a lot of us players that create content for YouTube, Discord, Reddit. You know, a lot of us kind of collaborate together behind the scenes, and a lot of players don't realize that. Talk to Vulcan quite a bit, to Soviet Gamer quite a bit. Again, a lot of AFK Arena. A lot of us kind of work together behind the scenes to do everything here. So thank you, Jane. Definitely. Hodgkin is the meta now in the test AE. Hodgkin works well. Definitely works well. Yeah, we never stop building, guys. See you later, Emmett. Have a good day. All right, guys. So just a recap. I like doing the recap. Walker, just need copies, and Walker will be done. I believe even here, we probably have a couple heroes to build or to drop out. So boom, Kren is out of there. Everybody else is 5 stars. We have K-Sauce. Still got to build him, so K-Sauce goes in there. Wilders, again, we have Mishka in here. We have nothing else, so we're just leaving it empty. Same with Graveborn. We have everybody built in Graveborn all the way to 5 stars, the last 2. And then, of course, right there, drop him out. So that's it. So we have 3 heroes here. We have 2 heroes for Graveborn. These last ones that we're adding stars on, and then stars on here. And all of our 4 core teams are done. That is it, guys. The 4 core teams will be done. Granted, we already built, so now it is building Mishka. So we'll continue just saving our diamonds, all of our resources. Still got 20 days to pull our 2 more copies, which we definitely will. Athalia is done, but we are going to add a star to her. I want to add a star so we can start building up her engraving. Her engraving in particular is super strong, guys, with the final attack doing more damage. But this is the big one. First 8 seconds of the battle, the stat increase received by this ability is multiplied 1.5 times. Plus 60 on her is absolutely crazy on how strong she is. Yeah, absolutely, Darkblane. Again, there's a lot that goes into AFK Arena. And again, a lot of people I don't think realize how much you do behind the scenes. Especially if you're like me, I run 8 accounts. That is right, guys, 8. We have 8 total accounts that we run and that we kind of build up, summons, a lot of different things on there that we're focusing on. All of these I sell. A lot of players said, what should I do with these when the Dur's artifacts are maxed out? Every time you sell, this is my gold income. Honestly, with building out gear, with resetting the shop, with buying it out time and time and time again, this is my gold income. The Dur's fragments we get every single day give me a ton of gold. And then, of course, the gold gets recycled right in here. You can see the regular ones that I buy out. So I reset it. We buy all these out again. And I only reset this 3 times because it gets too expensive and I don't want to miss out on the engraving mats. So we buy all of these, and this is the normal everyday. I buy these if I have under the amount to take from a unlock of a signature item to 10. I buy them. Same with amplifying emblems. I keep a stash of both of them. If I do need the amplifying emblems, I have both. So I don't buy them if I don't need them. As soon as I get down or I get a hero like Mishka or Granite for this instance, since we got Granite built up, I'm actually going to start buying them again because we're going to use all of our emblems right here. So now I buy them until we get Mishka built next, because we know Granite is going to plus 30. Seems like Maulers today, guys. It seems like we've built out just about everybody for the Mauler faction. We got Entendre, we got Kren, and now we got Granite built up. It's okay, though. I love the Maulers all the same. Even here, we got 256 chests, so we do want to take him to a plus 30. I'm going to hold off. We're going to stop right there at a plus 20 for him, just because there's a couple other heroes that I want to build out. We're waiting. Yeah, a couple other heroes possibly. And even here, we got them almost all to plus 30 signature item. Same here, pretty much all the heroes that need it. Just building them out, guys. Like Lazarus said, it never ends. It just never it never ends with the heroes, with the arena. Never ends. There's another copy of Rowan. which again, Rowan just goes to the food bank. So using all of these heroes to build up more Elite Plus copies. As long as I keep 2 Elite Plus copies of all the heroes, which if you see right here, 2 Elite copies. Once I get a 3rd Elite copy, I do just recycle it. So that's what I've been doing for a considerable amount of time. The 3rd one, I just recycle, and you can recycle if you have 60 plus Ascended heroes. That is right, guys. You got to have 60 plus. So we'll go ahead and just combine this one because we have an Saurus. There we go, Legendary Plus. So now that I have 3 of them down here, I'll just sacrifice this Ira. And the big thing is, out of the barracks, we're picking up more of these Elite Stones, but picking up the Twisted Essence Juice, which is what we want. So not too bad, guys. 37-32 when we come back next week. Event is still going on. Make sure every single day, guys, you're pushing the damage in the Circus Tour. You can just pop in here, look at the teams that they have up here, what they're maximizing out. Look, Pippa. That's right, guys, Pippa. Pippa in that formation. Never really seen that before. But also the Magician's Hat, guys. Loot. Every single pull you get loot in here. Circus card, if you don't have Ulna built, Ulna is a solid choice if you're not building Dura's Call right off the bat. The Dura's Call right here, fragments are super important. Even if you're earlier in the game, 1 Ulna copy can be good, but if you can max out that much higher, max out Dura's Call much higher, it does work very well, guys. All right, so we did go about 20 minutes over today. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for live streams. Absolutely love doing them on Sunday. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If there's other content you want to see, or if there's something that I'm missing, absolutely let me know, guys. But have a great Sunday. I'm going to go out, take care of all my lawn work. Might head up to the cider mill, so it'd be very cool. Yeah, no idea you could sell those fragments. Yes, you can sell those fragments, guys. It is a steady income of gold, and that is what you use when you got those extra fragments. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me today. Have a great day, and as always, thank you guys for watching.